Good day, folks. This is Marius Landman. This is 11 May 2019 here in Australia, and it's about 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. I'm going to give you a quick video update. It's very important that we have a look at this. I'm going to try and do it as short as possible for a weekend update. You can see that here right at the bottom here, when Bitcoin hit 3125, we recommended to our members at that point and said that risk adverse investors can now get back into the market. And you can see that the market went all the way up from 3125 to where we are now. Our first target now that we are looking at it is about 6768 in that range. And again, guys, keep this confidential. Our algorithm data pointed to this date here of 15 October 2018 as the potential first high point. Altcoins are going to go to that level as well and use the top 40 crypto report as a guideline for the first target to be hit. Altcoins are not dead. It's going to play catch up. Just be a little bit patient. Now, our second target here is about 7568. There's a lot of caution that you need to put into your investment strategy. As soon as we hit this first level here of 68, that top point there of 15 October 2018, be very cautious at that time. And I'm going to go to the next chart here. This chart here has got two dates in. These dates are very important. Date between 15 May and 24 May is a crucial date that you need to take into account. That could be potentially the high point for Bitcoin. There is also a probability, and I mentioned this on the webinar on Thursday American time, I mentioned this, that there's also a time point here which is 6 June 2019 that we need to watch out for. But nonetheless, guys, you can see how beautiful, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, a 4-day uptrend for Bitcoin. Beautiful how it's actually following that. We're going to get to that point there. We're going to have a bit of a drop here, and then we're going to go up to that fifth leg there, possibly breaking 7752. Be warned that we could potentially go up to 10,000. And I want you to keep this confidential as well. There is a probability that a ETF could be approved either in May or in June. Now, if it doesn't happen, don't put my head on the block. I'm just telling you what I've heard on conference calls with banksters. The 15 to 24 is a time point where Bitcoin could potentially have a high. If there are certain world events, and remember this, I can't predict world events, but I'm telling you there's 2 points to be cautious. The one point is that we could hit and smash the 77 level here and go up to 10,000 depending on world events, something like a war in the Middle East or a war in Venezuela, or if little rocket man goes and shoots some rockets all around the world. So be careful of that. That can push Bitcoin sky high. If this does not happen, play caution to the wind, because Bitcoin could potentially between 15 and 24 May come up to a high point, maybe breaking the 7752 level and then drop. And then all altcoins are going to drop further. Now, before that happens, okay, I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. We're around about 4 minutes now. Let's quickly have a look at Litecoin. Litecoin is perfectly on track. You can see that it's bouncing off that 50 MA line. As we said on the webinar 2 days ago, it's going to bounce off and break out. And we still have to get upwards to that level there. Again, 15 to 24 May, that's the point to watch. We're going to get to a high point there, guys, and then we're going to have a drop into this blue box here. But for now, we're riding the wave up. We're going to break the $111 level. I suspect that we're going to break $135, and then we're going to go up potentially to 189. Now remember this, guys, for all those new people all around the world, 2 months ago, even maybe 3 months ago, I can't remember the exact time, we were the first in the world that came out and said that Litecoin is going to hit a level of potentially 189, giving it about a 500 to 700% gain. And we're truly well on track. Our algorithm data works. Maybe our timelines are a little bit short. And remember this, I always say in all of our reports that time can expand or contract. Follow us, you will make money. In 2018, we made 518% gain. Those people who followed our recommendations could have made the same amount of percentage. I don't know of anybody else that have made 518% gain last year, 2018, in a downtrend. And remember this, guys, I've always said we're not in a bear market. We in a complete granular cycle that the world has never ever seen. Bitcoin is going to go sky high. It won't just go all the way up in one line. Some coins will drop. But ultimately, Bitcoin is going to go to new all-time highs. Don't listen to all the FUD what the media is saying. Let's quickly have a look at Bitcoin Cash. You can see that Bitcoin Cash is breaking out again. It's above that 20 exponential moving average, exactly what we spoke about on the webinars 2 days ago. And if you want to attend the webinars, go into your members area. There's a button on the top right on the page that says Key Membership. Get your 6-month subscription, attend the webinars. It's massive important that you see the data that we talk about. We go through it about an hour and a half. People find it extremely valuable. EOS, again, you can see that EOS now starting to turn around. We had the down drop yesterday, but now it's turning around. But very important, it's above the flag. Look at that. And just quickly, I'm going to go to NEO. NEO had a big drop as well. Now you can see there the last 2 days is turning upwards, and we expect NEO to follow that path into point number 5. OMG as well, it's starting to turn around. It's still above that flag pattern, and we're just looking for that breakout there. Again, Ethereum is above that flag pattern, just ready to break out. Our first target for Ethereum is that level there. Have a look in your top 40 crypto report for what the levels are for Ethereum. Ethereum could have a big uptrend here, giving you about 35 to 36% very quickly. As we mentioned with regard to Theta, we got out of Theta. We moved our money from Theta into Bitcoin Cash. If you hold KBC, just hold it, guys. It's going to go upwards. It must break out, and it's going to happen. We've got 2 months before the guarantee kicks in, where KBC will be approximately 40 cents. Simply hold, and if you want to accumulate, accumulate. And when you buy KBC, buy it from the exchanges. Go to CoinMarketCap, type in KBC, and have a look at the markets. There's a whole bunch of other exchanges. Buy it from those exchanges. XLM, you can see that XLM is just starting to push up, the same as NEO. And we expect that the breakout over this weekend above that flag is just about to break out there. It's not a good looking chart, because remember this, the 50 exponential moving average is too low, the 200 exponential moving average is too high. But still, you can see a bit of upside there. Sell when it's high. And remember, this entire video is not financial advice. You look at this wave down, A, B, C, D, E. It's about now to break out something similar like this, hitting that target there. We are now on Digibyte versus Bitcoin. So just have a look at that target there. Satoshis, it's about 1,000 Satoshis. Even with Digibyte, if you haven't sold it, keep it long term. There's no problem with Digibyte. Think long term, guys. I don't want you to think short term. I don't want you to do day trading. If you're not experienced in day trading, you are going to lose. The system in cryptocurrencies is set up to lose. Less than 1% of people that do day trading make money. And if you want to day trade, use 5% or maybe 10% of your portfolio to try your luck. And I'm saying is try your luck. The best that you can do is to invest long term, like what we do. We ride the trend. We buy low, we sell high, we repeat the process. Let's quickly have a look at gold. Gold has got one more leg downwards before it's going to shoot up. So expect gold to go down to around about, I would expect probably about 1280, around about that level. But one more leg down before it breaks out. The same with silver, guys. We do expect silver to have this downtrend here. You can see round about between these two pink lines here, between 1440 and 13999. And remember this, about 2 months ago, I tweeted out on Twitter. And by the way, guys, if you want to follow me on Twitter, go and find me on Twitter. It's at landm_Marius. Now go on Twitter and you'll see about 2 months ago we said that, and this was when silver was here at a high of $16, and we said that silver is going to go down to 13.99. When silver lands between, when and if silver lands between these two pink lines, is a great time to accumulate silver. Remember, I always keep a little bit of silver in my portfolio. Again, not financial advice. Let's have a look at the world stock markets. World stock markets could potentially give you this ABC correction here. So keep in mind that the world stock markets is on a downtrend, in my opinion, but it's going to come to a point here where it's going to break out and go upwards again. So don't read too much in the world stock markets. You have to remember that the system is designed to bring the world stock markets down. But there is so much money in the world. The Federal Reserve, as well as their laundering partners who launder the money into the Swiss government, have got a team. They call themselves the plunge protection team. When the market goes down, the world stock markets, they simply buy these stocks and it props up the world stock markets very, very quickly. And you can see here on the left hand side where this was when we predicted that the world stock market is going to go down, and we always said it's going to come to a point here and shoot up very quickly. That's what it's done. This could be potentially nothing different, but I do expect an ABC correction. The reason is we've got our one leg up here, our two leg down, three there, four, and fifth upwards there. BNB is one of the coins that we said get out, don't, take your profits, sell. We expected to do something like this. Again, guys, have a look at this here, the 15 October line. BNB has broken that line. The 20 July line, it's broken that. Have a look at your top 40 crypto report. Follow the recommendations in the crypto report. You will now see that cryptos will slowly start moving upwards. We are waiting for a spike. If not a spike, it's just going to go upwards and creep upwards. It's not a time to sell. Guys, this is almost about 12 minutes. My apologies for going over 5 minutes, but I hope you find this video valuable, and I'll keep you up to date with what's happening in the market. Keep having a look at all the blog posts. Have a fantastic weekend. I may update over this weekend again.